Okay, back with another video, and this time I have some stuff to share with you. It was pouring rain today, absolutely just an absolute deluge. I've never seen anything like this in a very, very long time. First rain in a couple of months, but I decided I needed to go back to the Goodwill bins. I needed to find some packing supplies and some other things that I thought I needed to find. And I found some of that, but not quite enough. But anyway, I spent $12.60 odd cents, and I made that mistake because I bought a board game, and when I came home, it turns out it was electronic. It's like, oh shoot, I could have got that for 79 cents a pound instead of $2.79 a pound. So lots of extra dollars were spent. I don't know how heavy it is. This thing probably weighs a good 2.5 to 3 pounds. It's pretty heavy. So I probably spent an extra, I don't know, $3 or $4. It's not the end of the world, but I'll show you that in just a minute here. Actually, I'll show it to you right now. This thing is looking about $40 to $60. The prices for this game are all over the place, but I could not believe I even grabbed this thing because there were two people right there, a third person out to the side who looked like he should know what was going on, and I grabbed it. The end of the box is torn off, unfortunately. It was rubber banded. But when are you ever going to find a 1980 Dungeons & Dragons Mattel Electronics Computer Labyrinth game? When are you ever going to find that? The box is in absolutely terrible condition. As you can see, the end is missing here. Don't know if it's complete, don't know if it works, but again, our Goodwill bins are one of the more expensive ones because it's $2.79 or $2.70 something a pound for each thing, and then if I'd done electronics like I was supposed to, then it's closer to $79. It used to be $69, and then I bought a few other things I'll show you. I won't show you all the little bits of junk because that's not worth your time. But let's open this and show you what it looks like here. So this is the box. This is the game, and there is the instructions right there. So it looks like it's more or less all complete. And there's a little pull-out drawer on the side here. Okay, and it works. Amazing. So there's going to be a pull-out drawer right here. You pull this out, and it looks like most, if not all, the metal figures are here. That's very, very cool. Because I know somebody would have found this Dungeons & Dragons game, and they would have stolen all the little figurines and thrown the game back because they said, oh my gosh. And even whatever I paid was just fine with me. There's the dragon right there. It's probably one of these is Dungeon Master, maybe? I'm not sure. There's some sort of treasure box, it looks like. There is a warrior of some kind with a shield. And then this is either another warrior with a shield of some kind. I don't really know. And all these little pieces here that you can do stuff with. So that's absolutely amazing. For some reason I was typing 1980 and then I kept on getting Dungeon, the game Dungeon from 1980. But really cool to find that. Again, it's in good condition other than the box. I just thought that was an amazing find for probably $6 or whatever it cost me. I'm not too worried about that one. Then I got these, and unfortunately kids' book prices are now up to 50 cents a piece. And so you don't see a lot of people buying very many books or in the way of kids' books. It's astronomical how many books they've been getting. So these are just sentimental value. These I paid nearly 50 cents for, and they really would only sell between 50 cents and $1. So no money is being able to made on sports. Boy Scouts of America Merit Badge Sports. And I wanted to show you the date in these. These are probably circa 1986. And actually this is 1992 printing of the 72 edition. Looks like SMG, so it came from some sort of personal library of Stephen M.G., I don't know, whoever that is. So that doesn't do anything for me to have that on there. Oh yeah, he stamped his name in there, so it's property of Stephen, I cannot read that. Gallon, I really can't read that. Anyway, I'll figure that out sometime. This came from Troop 406, whatever Troop 406 was. This was Music and Bugling. And the last one we have here is American Business. I have not seen that cover. I'm guessing it's probably a similar time period. This is the 1995 printing of the 1975 edition. So again, these are not collectible as old as they are, technically vintage being 90s books. I just bought them just to save them, and I have a shelf space for them. One more thing to share with you, and I found this Pokemon pack here. We're going to open this. I believe this is a McDonald's match battle. It came with like some sort of little spinner and a little game type of thing. 4 additional game cards. I watched somebody, I can't remember if this is a 15 card set or how many foils there were in there. Do not really remember, but somebody worked to see how many they could get, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up. There was a bag of some little things there, and I'm not exactly sure what all there was, but essentially this pack is here. It's not a foil pack, it's a paper pack, so it'll probably rip very easily. So we're going to try to save the wrapper for some unknown reason. We're going to try to rip it this way here and see what we get. It's probably a foil per pack is what I'm guessing. I think is what it was. We'll try to pull this. Oh, and we got one of the better ones here. One of the more popular characters. We got Pikachu. I actually think I do have this card here if I'm not mistaken. So that's one I already had, unfortunately. Somehow I had found one of those in mint condition. Somebody said these were reprints. I don't know what that means, but and then we got Tynamo, Falafi, and Cutiefly. So we got 4 Pokemon cards for next to nothing, and that's all I care. I will just throw them in the large Pokemon box, and somebody will get them eventually. I'm not sure. This one, I don't remember what that was selling for online. I forgot. I do not really remember, but I think it was probably at least a couple bucks. So I made some money back on that one. But it's really cool to find this Dungeons and Dragons game. You can see this was before it got all really crazy and everybody got all, you know, messed up about Dungeons and Dragons. And it was banned everywhere, and you couldn't, you know, oh boy, you know. But there's a father and son. I mean, you just wouldn't see that anymore. It would just be a couple of kids in a dark basement. Actually, a couple of old guys in a dark basement, you know, with Rush t-shirts and very large, unfashionable glasses. And they would be playing this for hours on end. Very cool. I think you can also use a 9-volt to 9-volt battery, and or you could use a charger with this one here. Here is the back of the box here. Very, very cool to find this. I'm just absolutely shocked that I found the 1980 Hawthorne, California, Mattel Incorporated. I thought it said Hasbro, but Mattel Incorporated 1980. Very cool. And it shows 4 game pieces on there, the 2 warrior guys. And I guess you try to get the treasure chest and battle the dragon. And these are walls that get built up based on the computer dots that come up there. I think that's very cool. Play alone or against a rival warrior. So this could be a solitaire game. Very cool. I've not seen anything like this. Let's take a look at the battery and see when it was last played. So we're not going to try to, we're going to attempt to not spill this here. We're going to open up the battery compartment if we can get to it. It looks like it just pushed right open there. It's got a Sunbeam battery in it. And that Sunbeam is kind of like a Dollar Tree type battery that somebody put in there. Somebody tested it and probably put it somewhere. But it says night. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. It says Mattel Incorporated 19. Oh no. Don't want to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to clean that up here. I got a couple pieces that slipped out of the tray there. I saw the date of 1991, and I thought it was a reproduction, but it didn't look like it. It also had the 1980, but it says 1990 and then 1980 on there. But looking at all these pieces and the electronics, I don't think this is a reissue. But if it was a reissue, then why would you put the those kids that look like from 1980 on there? So that is my only confusion and question on there. We'll get all these little pieces picked up here very, very quickly so I don't lose anything. There's another piece there. Again, this is kind of an easy game to accidentally spill because the tray is a little bit on the loose side. But very, very neat, fun thing to have found for very, very little. I think I'm going to have quite fun with this one here. Trying to find the tray so I can put these back in here. And get all those put in there. And all little castle pieces. I don't know what this green dot is for. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if there's a little logo on there. It's got some sort of like shooting star or wand on it. And maybe that's another piece of this game that I don't know about yet. Because there's these castle turrets here. Maybe there's something that goes there. Or maybe that's where you put your starting pieces. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. But very fun to find that. Hope you find some stuff at your thrift stores, because a lot of people have been saying it's very, very thin. And everybody was complaining today at the thrift store. They couldn't find a lick of anything. Again, I spent something like 12 bucks, and I probably should. I bought one record, one empty record cover for crafting purposes, and just a couple. I did buy a t-shirt that I'm going to gift off to somebody else, but that's pretty much it. It was just, the pickings were really, really slim. But anyway, had a great time. Looks like the rain is going to come back, and thank you for watching.